Always follow your heart, but talk with numbers. Hi, I'm XIAO-YU, an intercultural transition coach and business consultant. Before I start my talk, I want to share a brief self-introduction so you know what are all this content based on. I'm originally from Beijing, China, and came to Berlin, Germany 6 years ago. I've been working as a self-employed professional for more than a decade. And back then, one of the reasons I chose to leave my full time job and start my own business was to pursue my passion for traveling around the world and also the freedom in work and life by my own definition. No matter where I am physically, I've been always working with clients from Europe, Asia, and North America, providing my professional marketing and business consulting services. With coaching, I'm relatively new. I started 2 years ago, completed a year-long training program, and became certified coach. Intercultural transition coaching is my niche, which is also part of my service portfolio now together with the business consulting. And why the topic today? My education background is finance and accounting. Also, through my past consulting and business mentoring work, I believe a financial plan since the beginning of your career or business transition is really important. That is why today my talk will be using some coaching related examples, but there will be a lot of space for you to expand and explore the learning and reapply to yourself, even in other industries. All right, with that all being said, this is about my background and why I'm here today. Now, I would love to start the workshops with a little game here. For the next 5 seconds, just look around your room to see if there anything is red colored for 5 seconds. All right, now come back. You can write on a paper or on your laptop. Anything you saw earlier is blue colored. Don't cheat. Even some of you don't have a camera on. I know probably you are looking back. And this is the game about, it's a behind the game is about you see what you believe or you pay more attention to what you are searching for, right? The red thing getting more of your attention instead of the blue ones. In other words, you may miss out the other things here. Back to our topic today. My question for you is, what are you looking at when you were doing your financial planning? Are you looking at the cost expenses, profit, gain, and loss, or revenue and income? Like we say with coaching, we do holistic coaching. We find the alignment between the head and the heart. We follow the intuition. Same here. How would a holistic financial planning look like to you? And which glasses you are putting on here? Now let's move on to the hard part, financial freedom. Here I have 3 questions for you. Please feel free to put in the chat window of your answers if you love to share with us. Otherwise, you can write on somewhere else if you prefer to keep it to yourself. I will also put the question in the chat window. So the first question is, what does financial freedom mean to you? Let's use 3 to 5 nouns to describe it. I see. Freedom, yeah. Satisfaction, happiness, more. Thank you for sharing, everyone. The second question is, how would you feel if you have the financial freedom by your definition? This time, let's use some adjectives to describe how would you feel if you have the financial freedom by your definition. Fulfilled, promising, yeah. Hopeful, yeah. Happy, for sure. Thank you for sharing, everyone. And the last question, what will you do if you have the financial freedom by your definition? This time, let's use some verbs. Let's put in the action. What you are going to do if you have it. Mm. Travel. Yeah, same here. Travel. Help the ones in need. That's beautiful. Yeah. Wow. So we can see everyone got their own definition and their own feelings and also their own actions, right? And congratulations. You just defined your financial planning intention. Keep that in mind. Now it's time for the numbers. I put a cross sign here for the numbers because it's not only about the number and the figures, but also about the logic and the mindset behind. Financial statement, balance sheet. And no worries, I'm not here to give you a crash course of all these financial statements today. And I just would love to use the balance sheet to talk about some concept here today. The first one, as you see here, assets and the liability, right? On each side in the balance sheet. So asset is what you possess, what you have, what you own. For example, your property, your savings in the bank account, your income, the money your clients pay you. These are all the assets. And the liability is the other way around. It's what you are paying, the expenses, the cost, um, the rent, right? The office supplies, everything. So that's on the other side. So when we do financial planning, many times the ROI is used for decision making, which is return on investment. To put it in a simple way, sometimes people look at the number. It's the result when you have the asset minus the liability. The final number come to the end. That's the number many people look at for evaluation or for making a decision. Let's do a quick math here. Say we have 100 assets, 90 liability. You can have 10 in the end. Or it could be 50, 30, 20. So it's all depends on which glasses you are putting on here. Remember the game we played in the beginning. My suggestion for this part is to look at all of them. It's not only about the assets or the liability or the final result, but also about the size and the scale of each part and how they leverage with each other. And also, it's important to be aware of which glasses you are wearing when you're making a decision based on the financial planning or financial numbers. All right. The second concept is long term and short term. When we are building or transiting into a new business or a new area, or when we move to a new location, new field, there's always these learning curves and a lot of effort are required for marketing or networking. This other work may not have overnight result. For example, there's no guarantee on your first day of networking or content sharing on social media will you get you a paid client or a client referral, right? But sometimes even it may seem like useless in short term because you don't see the direct result. So many people may choose not to continue on this or reduce the work on this part, in this part. And actually, it really matters for personal branding and sustainable development of your business. As a freelancer or small business owner, you are the brand. Your personal branding and your business building, business grow. They grow together and they support, they complete each other. My suggestion for here is making marketing and the networking plan and include it in your budget and financial planning. Get a clear picture of the short-term investment on them and have the estimate of the long-term return from all this investment. And when I say investment, it's not only the money, but also the time, the effort, the commitment you put in there. And also very important to set the review point. Could be by month or by quarter, by year, depends on how's your business doing, right? To really look back and reflect what's you been doing great, you should continue. Or what is something you can adjust or improve. And then the next topic, the next concept is tangible and intangible. So depends on what you do and how you provide your services. There could be different items here. And today I want to talk about time. Yes, 24/7. We all have the same time. It's a fair. same for everyone. It can be asset or liability. It can be tangible or intangible. Some people may not realize it, that time is one of the biggest assets for freelancers and self-employed professionals because you decide your own schedule. You are your own boss, right? You have the decision, the power, the choice to arrange your own time. It brings this personal freedom. So you can move around as you wish. You can spend the time with the loved ones. So there's this satisfaction and fulfillment. These are intangible assets. But it also brings the flexibility to provide customized services to your clients. For example, being flexible with the working hour to work with different time zones or invest extra time on culture adaptation to create more personal tools or experiences for individual or corporate clients. This could be your added values to our clients, and it will convert into tangible asset, which is more clients, right? Which could be more clients or higher service charge. But without healthy boundaries, especially we are doing something we're so passionate about with coaching, we're out there to make a greater impact, to help people, to support people. So people may blur the line between work and life, spending too much time on work or building their business, or lose the balance between work and life. Remember, the moment you start sacrificing the short-term values for the long-term goal is the start of burnout. Here, I also want to raise the awareness that many may thought burnout happens in corporate setting because of the structure, the culture, the stress, the pressure, right, from the company. But actually, freelancers and self-employed professionals also face challenges here. My suggestion for this concept is from the beginning, block tangible hours in your schedule for intangible purpose, such as work-life balance, well-being, self-care. Make sure put it under the intangible asset because they are important assets to set yourself up for the success. And the last concept here is the risk management. The risk analysis and management are important for running a business, especially with people transit from full-time job to their own business. They may not realize that they are the one to take care of each aspect of the business. Even there's budget, you can hire some professionals to perform certain functions, but still it comes back to you for the final call, right? From making website to declare your tax, right? To rent something or to purchase something, the software, the hardware, the office supplies, everything. So it is important to foresee the potential risk and challenges, but also have prevention and even have solutions ready. What if something happen? What you are going to do? So prepare yourself for that. My suggestion here is to start thinking about it at least since the beginning, to have this awareness, some part in the back of your head, such as a saving plan, insurance, investment, or create multiple income resources, etc. I know on this slide it could be a lot of information here. I try to use simple examples so the concepts are making sense to you. And I'm hoping this concept could inspire you for some further thinking or reflections afterwards. And the next topic, pricing. It is a question many people are trying to figure out when entering a new industry, new area, or new business, such as new coaches, right? I see many of you are nodding your head here, like, yes, that question, I know it. So aside from doing market research to know the industry or average pricing as a reference information for yourself, let's talk about the number today. How would you define financial independence? Everyone got their own definition. Feel free to share yours in the chat window. Some people may say, we need to break even to keep the business running. Or some say, I got provider. I do this to feel satisfied and fulfilled. Or some say, I am the provider. I support my family financially. Or some say, I want to travel around the world. I want to buy a house in 5 years. I need the money, specific amount. Or I want to help the ones in need with the money I make. And that's where you start calculating the number by asking yourself, what is your definition of financial independence? And it is okay to talk about money because yes, you are going to put a number in the contract or in the bill you send to your client. And do not let the fear come in the way to get your business started. It is just one of the aspects of your business building. So after knowing about the industry pricing, right, and also calculated the number to be financially independent, here I want to bring up the hard question, self-worth. How confident you are with what you can offer to your clients? How much do you believe you deserve to be paid? This is a hard question, and you have the answer lives within. With that, we come to the end of my sharing today. I hope you enjoyed it. And when people come to the end of their life, if you ask them what's their biggest regret, some may say, I didn't travel around the world. I didn't follow my dream. I didn't take that job. I didn't spend more time with a loved one. Or I didn't relax enough. I didn't have fun, right? I didn't try all the amazing food. But very few people would say, I didn't make enough money or I didn't reach that specific number or figure. Because money is just a media or a tool or path to get what you want, to feel as you like, or to be where you want to be, which is the financial freedom that you defined in the beginning. Remember your financial planning intention. As I said, always follow your heart, but talk with numbers. The numbers. Here, I want to add one more thing is also don't forget to come back and check with your heart because that's where you belong, where you start, and where you end with. Thank you.